Words with Peter and Jane for a things we do. Peter and Jane are at home. They want to make a car to play with. They want to make a car like Daddy's. Jane helps Peter. It looks good, she says. We can have fun with it. I want to make it red, says Peter. Yes, says Jane. We can make it red. You and I like red. Ta-da! Jane likes to help Mommy. She wants to make cakes like Mommy. Let me help you, Mommy, she says. Will you let me help, please? I can make cakes like you. Yes, says Mommy. I will let you help me. You are a good girl. We will make some cakes for Peter and Daddy, says Jane. They like the cakes we make. Dun-dun. Peter and Jane likes to draw. Let us draw, says Jane. I will draw you, Peter, she says. Yes, let us draw, says Peter. I will draw a tree. Here you are, Peter, says Jane. Here's Pat and here's the ball. I will make the ball red. Come and look, Peter. Come and look at this dog. Ta-da! I will draw, says Peter. I like to draw. Look, Jane, look at this tree, he says. I will draw a house in the tree. See this house? Let us make a house in the tree, Jane, says Peter. Will Daddy let us? Will he let us make a house in the tree? Yes, Peter, she says. He will help us make it. Ta-da! Daddy lets the children have a house in the tree. He draws the house and helps the children to make it. It will be a good house, says Peter. It will be a good house for us to play in. Yes, says Jane. It will be fun to play in it. Look, Pat wants to come up with us. Ta-da! The children are in the house in the tree. The dog is with the children. Let us have tea here, says Jane. That will be fun, she says. Yes, says Peter. You make the tea. I will draw some flowers. Yes, I will get the tea, says Jane. I like to get the tea. Ta-da! The children are on the bus. Pat is with the children. He wants to jump up with Jane. No, says Jane to the dog. Get off, Pat. Get off. Be a good dog. Look, says Peter. There go the police. There is a police car. Can you see, Jane? There they go. Yes, says Jane. Here are the shops. Let us get off here. Ta-da! The children get off the bus, then they go off to the shops. Let us shop for Mommy. Then we can look at the sweets and toys, says Jane. There's the fish shop, she says. We have to get fish. Yes, says Peter. You get the fish, I will get apples and cakes. The children go into the shops. Ta-da! The children are at home. They make a shop. I will be the man in the shop, says Peter. Then let me be Mommy, and Jane says. I want something for the house, she says. And then I want some things for tea. Give me some flowers, please, and I will. I want some apples. Peter puts in the flowers and the apples. There you are, he says. Ta-da! The children have to work. Peter has to help Daddy with the car. Jane has to help Mommy work in the house. She and Peter like to help Mommy to work. It is good to work and it is good to play, says Mommy. Let us put the playthings away and then water the flowers. Then we will make the beds, she says. Ta-da! Peter is at work with the Daddy. He and Jane like to work with Daddy. Go away, he says to Pat. Go away, be off with you. I want to work. Daddy says, put the things down there and then help me make a fire. Peter puts the things down. Good, he says. I want to make a fire. Ta-da! Peter helps his daddy to make a big fire. I like this work, says Peter. It is like play, says Jane. Put some things on the fire, Daddy wants a big fire. Yes, says Daddy. Make a big fire. Keep the dog away. Keep Pat away. Come here, Pat, says Jane. Come to me. Be a good dog and keep away. Ta-da! You can see Daddy at his big fire. The children like to play with water. Jane likes the little boat, and Jane has a little boat, and Peter has a big boat. Pat wants to play with Peter's big boat. Keep Pat away, says Peter to Jane. He wants my boat. He wants my big boat. Come here, Pat, says Jane. You can have my boat to play with. Ta-da! The two children are in the water. They want to fish. Peter has a fish. Look at my big one, he says. Will you keep it? Says Jane. No, he says. Peter puts his big fish into the water. Jane says, Look, I have two little ones. She puts her fish in the water. She puts her two little ones in. Off they go, Jane says. Ta-da! The two children are at the farm. They want to help at the farm. They like to work there. Here they are with the horses. Jane likes her little horse. She gives it an apple. She wants to keep her little horse. Peter has a big horse. I want to get on my horse, Jane. He says, Help me up, please. Ta-da! Jane has Peter to get on the big horse. There you are, she says. Away you go. Thank you, says Peter. Thank you, Jane. Then Jane gets on her little horse. Away I go on my horse, she says. The two children go off to work on the farm. Let us help with the cows, says Peter. Yes, says Jane, we will help with the cows. Ta-da! Let us help the man milk the cow, says Jane. Will he let us help him milk? She says. Yes, says Peter. He likes us to help him with his work. Can we help you, says Peter. Thank you, says the man. Yes, please, you two can help me with the milk. Put the horses away. Come in and help me with the cows. Ta-da! The two children play at home. What will you do, says Peter. I will make a toy farm, Jane says. What will you do, Peter? I want to help you make the farm, he says. Thank you, says Jane. The farmhouse was there, she says. Here's the big horse and my little horse. Let the man milk his cows. Keep the dog away. Put him with the horses. Ta-da! Jane likes cats. She has a little cat. What do you want? She says to her cat. Do you want some milk? The cows on the farm give good milk, says Jane. I will give her some. Peter comes in with his big rabbit. What is that, Jane? He says. Is it milk? Give some to my rabbit, please. Thank you, he says. Keep the cat away. Ta-da! The children, Daddy and Mommy all go to the sea. Here they all are in the train at the station. The cat and the dog are at home. Jane says, Away we all go to the sea. What can we do at the sea, Daddy? You can all do what you like, Daddy says to her. Peter says, We can go in a boat and play in the water. Ta-da! Here they all are at the sea. The children can do what they like. They can go into the sea, play games, or fish, or be with Mommy and Daddy. Play a game with us, Daddy, says Peter. Yes, play a game, please, says Jane. Daddy says he will play a game with the big bowl. Good, says Jen. It is fun to play games with him. Ta-da! The two children like to play games. The cat looks on. Peter says, Do you want to play with my toys or play at schools? Let us play at school, says Jane. What will you do, read or draw? I want to read, says Peter. All children like to read. Read this, says Jane. Read this, Peter. Peter reads. It says the or danger, he says. I can read danger. Yes, it is danger, Jane says. Ta-da! Jane's cat is not big. She likes to go up the tree for a game. Stop her, says Jane. She gets up the tree and cannot get down. Stop her, Peter. Please stop her. Peter cannot stop the cat. She cannot get down, he says. There's no danger. You or I can get her, or we can get Daddy to help. No, says Jane. All we have to do is get some milk. The cat sees the milk and then comes down. Ta-da! Daddy, Mommy, Jane, Peter, and Pat are all here. The cat is at home. Look, says Peter, there is danger. Stop. I can read danger. Stop. Jane says, I can read to the sea and to the station. Daddy says, yes, that is good. You can read. Jane says to Pat, come here. You are not to jump up at the cat. It is not at the car, the cat, sorry. It is not Daddy's car. Let us all go home to tea, says Mommy. Yeah, says Daddy. We will all go home. The end.